Good morning. I have just a couple things in front of me this morning because I really felt to encourage you, just to encourage you today. Um, I was reading in Psalm 19, and I was reading about just how big God is and how, you know, we don't even, we don't have to have this big, amazing vision of God. We can see Him in the sunrise. We can see Him in the sunset. Is the sun God? No. I don't have to tell you that. But does it show us His creative glory? It sure does. It sure does. And I would encourage you, if you haven't had the time or if you haven't had the quiet space, invest 15 minutes into a sunrise. Invest just 15 minutes into a sunset. And you remember what it means when King David wrote ancient manuscripts. God's splendor is a tale that is told. His testament is written in the stars. Space itself speaks his story every day through the marvels of the heavens. His truth is on tour in the starry vault of the sky, showing his skill in creation's craftsmanship. Each day gushes out its message to the next, night with night, whispering its knowledge to all, without a sound, without a word, without a voice being heard, yet all the world can see its story. Everywhere its gospel is clearly read, so all may know what a heavenly home God has set for the sun, shining in its superdome of the sky. See how the sun leaves his celestial chamber each morning, radiant as a bridegroom ready for a wedding, like a day-breaking champion eager to run its course. He rises on one horizon, completing his circuit on to the other, warming lives and lands with his heat. If there is encouragement, isn't it true that the encouragement of the sun every morning coming up in the sky and setting, warming us? The sun might be behind the clouds, but we don't doubt that it's there because it doesn't stay pitch black. Even when the sun comes up and it's hidden, we know that it's there. We know that God is good. He makes the sun to rise every morning and to set every evening, so that even in the valley of the shadow of death, we know that He is with us. And we don't have anything to fear. We don't have anything to fear. And that morning that I was reading Psalm 19, it was a couple of mornings ago, I just really felt God speaking strongly about His forever with usness. And how when we need encouragement, He's there. His voice speaks. And even if the only way that we can hear it is by looking at the sun and seeing that it's there, whether it's blocked by the clouds or brilliant in the backdrop of a blue sky, He is good. He is God. And He is our Father. Just as the sun rises and crosses the sky until it sets, just as surely as it comes every day to warm and nurture the earth, even when clouds cover its appearance, still it comes, still it rises, and still it sets. Still, it lights the way. The sun shows you my presence and persistence with you, for without my hand, the sun could never rise. Without my creation, the sun would never be. Yet when clouds cover, you ask, where has the sun gone? When your vision of me is temporarily blocked, you asked, where has God gone? I have no more gone than the sun has when the clouds obscure its visibility. You know it's still there. Only a fool would say it doesn't exist. And yet somehow you believe I've left you alone. Don't allow your faith to forget the rainbow. You are my child. Don't allow your faith to forget the rainbow. And just one last thing by way of encouragement. And I sure do hope you're receiving that from God this morning. If you have stuff that's going on, that's hurting, I'd love to chat about that. There are a million ways you can reach out to me, but I'm a real human being. I'm sitting right here. And I would love to interact with you. God is bigger. Why so downcast, O my soul? God is bigger. What are you afraid of? God is bigger. Turn from your giants and look to him. Look to Jesus. God is bigger. Turn from the habits and addictions that have you stuck in place and sinking down. God is bigger. You are bigger, God. Turn from hate and embrace hope. God is bigger. Put down your weapons, take down your walls. God is bigger. Trust him like a little child. God is bigger. Know whom you have believed, because he is able to guard everything that you have entrusted to him. God is bigger. Be completely persuaded that he's able. God is bigger. This week, this day, this morning, know and trust he has you. You're tattooed on the palm of his hand. He loves you. It's going to be a great week.